having passionately outlined our vision for unity and collaboration among the different groups in our struggle, I feel the need to shed more light on these concepts. The Coalition of the Willing, as its name suggests, represents a gathering of passionate leaders and stakeholders who firmly believe that the government itself is not the problem, has never been the problem. Rather, it is the mindset of those choosing to lead the government that poses the challenge. The issue lies within character, not within institutions. In any organization, there are entry and exit points for leaders to come and go. Our struggle is no exception. When the rules dictate for valid reasons that your time is up, it is not acceptable to land yourself in prison and then form a faction from behind bars in an attempt to cling to power. When the rules state that your tenure is over and demand a justifiable reason for re-election, it is not acceptable to dismiss elections as irrelevant, especially when those very same rules were applied in your own election. When the rules stipulate a 6-month time frame for standing in elections, it is also not acceptable to initially agree and then suddenly, on the eve of the election, declare your refusal and impose yourself upon the people. When the rules call for accountability and transparency, it is not acceptable to merely pay lip service to these principles for the sake of convenience, while simultaneously manipulating the system to evade true accountability. This mindset and lack of character is what have tarnished the reputation of the idea behind the interim government. We all, including myself, wholeheartedly embrace this idea from the very beginning. We passionately presented it to the international community, and they were captivated, ladies and gentlemen, by its potential. But now, my friends, we find ourselves at a critical juncture. It is time to rise above the shortcomings and restore integrity, trust, and unwavering commitment to the cause. We must embody the very essence of the Coalition of the Willing, a collective of passionate individuals and groups who are determined to reshape our future, the future of this struggle. Together we can overcome the obstacles that have plagued us. Together we can reclaim the moral high ground and demonstrate to the world that true leadership is rooted in character, accountability, transparency, and not in titles. Together, let us shatter the chains of complacency and mediocrity that have held us back for far too long. No longer should we tolerate leaders who prioritize personal gain over the lives of the people they were choosing to serve. We demand leaders of unwavering integrity, leaders who understand that true power lies in the hands of the people and that their role is to uplift and empower every single Amazonian. Our movement should not just be a collection of empty words and hollow promises. It is a burning fire within our souls, fueled by the injustices we have witnessed and the dreams we hold dear. We refuse to be silenced, marginalized, or dismissed. We will not allow the noble ideals we champion to be tarnished by those who have lost sight of their purpose. Together, we will write a new chapter in the annals of history. Together, we will create a country where justice reigns supreme, where leaders serve with honor, and where the hopes and dreams of every individual are nurtured and cherished. This is one of the major problems we have in this struggle: self-centeredness, greediness. The reason we have sit-tight leaders over a country we are still fighting for is because they think if we get to Boya, they automatically become leaders. That will never happen. Let me give everyone serving in any organization or government a warning here. The diaspora, and listen to me well, please, the diaspora will not be going to ground zero with the government. The people of ground zero shall have the final say how their government is created when the time comes. That will not be decided in the diaspora. To the best of my knowledge, and as someone who was there from the beginning, the idea of the interim government wasn't formed to go to ground zero to become the government of Ambazonia. Rather, it was created to facilitate and coordinate the Ambazonia diaspora for ground zero support. We must have this at the back of our minds as we go back to the drawing table. If we forget this, we will keep on picking leaders who think that we are swearing them in to become eternal leaders. The time for hesitation is over. The time for action is now. Together, we will build a legacy that future generations will look upon with awe and gratitude. Let us march forward, hand in hand, as a beacon of hope and inspiration, ladies and gentlemen, for our people.